Do you want to know what type of advertising to do on your property when you take it onto the market? I'm going to tell you here today. Welcome guys, Martin Towers here, Ray White agent in the Howick and Cockle Bay areas. Today I want to talk to you guys about marketing your properties. Alright, now you've got to do it. Alright, if you're thinking of selling your property and you're interviewing agents, if you're talking to agents about marketing, the more marketing the better guys, but the marketing spent wisely is really the way that you want to go. You don't just want to be throwing money at things like, and look, every agent might feel differently, and it's certainly going to depend on the type of property and what sort of target demographic you're going for. But in my personal opinion, you don't want to be going for a lot of the print advertising these days, simply because, not because it's not effective, but simply because I don't believe that it's a wise investment of your money, right? So if you think about what you might spend to put a full page ad in one of the local property papers or something like that, I don't know what that might cost, a couple $100, $500, $1,000, depending on what area you're in. Versus if you could take that money and put it on the likes of a Facebook ad campaign, and the kind of campaigns that I run myself, I can actually generate buyer leads from it, and where buyers will give you their contact details and you can call them and book appointments. You know, for a couple of $100 you can generate a couple of 100 leads of buyers that are coming through your property if you do it right, if you know how to do it right. So that sort of thing, it's not that it doesn't work, it's just not a wise investment for your money. And there are other avenues, specifically social media, that you can use to actually generate real statistics and real data that you can show you, well, that your agent can show you, that's a wise investment for your money. Whereas print advertising, you look at it, you put the money into it, you have no idea who's reading it, you have no idea who's coming to the open rooms because of it. So you really don't get a good return on your investment because of print advertising. Now, the likes of things like Trade Me and other real estate websites to advertise your property on, you've got to be on Trade Me, guys. It's an absolute must. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't need to be on Trade Me. Now, whether you spend extra advertising on Trade Me to put your property a little bit higher in the ranks, now that's a question that depends, in my opinion, depends on what area that you're in. Hang on one second. Yes, you're right. Say hello.
But I want to go there now.
Where do you want to go?
Over there.
Go there then. Finish my video and I'll come and join you. Go on, hurry up. Sorry. So, yeah, what was I saying? Trade me. Right, so, in my personal opinion, you know, there's a premium feature where you can spend $750 to $800 to boost your listing and your property to the top of the suburb on Trade Me is worth it if there's 40, 50, 60, 70 listings in the area, right? But if you're living in a place that on the market, you look on Trade Me right now and you've got 7 listings in your area, in your suburb, right? You don't need to be at the top of that list. There's only 7 listings in the area. People looking in that area, they're going to go through, you know, all of the stock and all of the homes that are available. So you don't need to be spending all of that extra money to boost yourself to be at the top on Trade Me. So that's a question when it comes to that. When it comes to Trade Me, it just really depends on what suburb you're in, all right? And that's the approach that I take. I don't want to throw my vendors' money away. What about auctions? Now, auctions, you have to do advertising with auctions, guys. You've got to get as many people through as possible. And you also should be thinking about getting yourself a LIM report. A report from the council that gives buyers confidence that you've got, you know, your code of compliances, your building permits all issued, things like that. It varies per property and when the property was built, all right. But those would be my main tips. Okay, social media, not print. Trade Me depends on what area and how many listings are on in that area at the time, and you've got to get a LIM report, especially if you're doing an auction. Okay. Any questions about any of that stuff, guys, I'm happy to help. I'll give you free advice. Just give me a call. I'm more than happy to help you. Thanks for watching as usual. And if you liked the video, guys, if you've made it to the end, I would really, really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. Every single one helps and helps me grow the channel. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.